Hello everyone, welcome to the next module. Today we'll be discussing from question number 14 onwards of exercise 4.5. Given a matrix A, we have to find out A and B such that A square plus AA plus BI is equal to 0. First of all, we'll be finding out A square simply by multiplication. We get it 11, 8, 4 and 3. Now we'll be putting all these values in this particular equation. So we have calculated A square plus A into this is matrix A plus B into identity matrix. Scalar multiply, we get this, right, is equal to 0. Now since all the three matrices are of the same order, so we can simply add them up. So on adding, we get this 11 plus 3A plus B, 8 plus 2A plus 0, 4 plus A and 3 plus A plus B, which is equal to a null matrix. Now since it's an equal matrix, right, so we can equate these values, we get these four equations. Let us pick up any of the equations. Since we have two equations, 4 plus A and 8 plus 2A, right, is equal to 0. So from here we can infer that A is equal to minus 4, and to check from here we can also infer again that the value of A is equal to minus 4. Another equation is 11 plus 3A plus B is equal to 0. So we have 11 plus 3, A is minus 4 plus B is equal to 0. 11 minus 12 plus B is equal to 0. Minus 1 plus B is equal to 0, or B is equal to 1. We can cross check again by the next equation, that is 3 plus A plus B equal to 0. So we have 3. Here we have minus 4 plus B is equal to 0. Minus 1 plus B is equal to 0, or B is equal to 1. Therefore, we have A is equal to minus 4 and B is equal to 1. These are the two values we'll get for this question. I hope it's clear. Moving on to question number 15. Again, it is similar to question number 13, but there we had an equation in A square. Here it is, the highest degree is cube, A cube. So we are having this as a 3 by 3 square matrix. Again, we have to prove this equal to 0, this equation equal to 0, and hence we'll be finding out A inverse. So let's prove this equal to 0. For finding out A cube, we need to have A square first. So this is A into A, right? So A square is, once we multiply this way, we get 4, 2, 1, minus 3, 8, minus 14, 7, minus 3 and 14. Next, we'll be finding out A cube. A square we already know, into A will give us A cube. Likewise, we can apply the tap rule and find out the value of A cube, right? It's simple. Now, let's put the values in this particular equation. So, we have A cube minus 6A square. This is A square, which we have already found out, plus 5A plus 11I, right? This has to be proved equal to 0. This is A cube. Since this is scalar multiplication, multiply each element with 6 of this particular matrix. So we get this. Likewise, this matrix would be multiplied, every element would be multiplied by 5. So we get this and this by 11. So once we add, we get 8 minus 24 plus 5 plus 11. So here we have 11 plus 5, that's 16, plus 8 is 24, minus 24 gives us 0. Likewise, the next one, that's 7, plus 5 is 12, minus 12 plus 0 gives us 0 again. Likewise, we have 1 minus 6 minus 5, minus 5 plus 5 gives us 0. Likewise, we can calculate for all other elements, and what we will assume, ultimately get is a null matrix. So we can assume that this particular equation is correct. This is coming out to be equal to a null matrix, right? Hence, we'll be finding out A inverse. So if I have to find out A inverse, again, I'll be pre-multiplying with A inverse. So every term of this equation will be multiplied with A inverse. So we have A inverse A cube. A cube has been written as A square into A, or A into A square. Minus 6 A inverse A square has been written as A into A plus 5 A inverse A plus 11 A inverse I is equal to 0. So here we have, since A inverse into A gives us I, so we have I into A square minus 6I into A plus this is 5I plus 11 A inverse into I gives us A inverse is equal to 0. I into A square will give us A square minus I into A will give us A, so minus 6A plus 5I plus 11 A inverse is equal to 0. Now this is A square, put the values, minus 6A plus 5I plus 11 A inverse is equal to 0. Likewise, we'll be solving. Multiply each element with 6. So we get this, on solving these three matrices, we get this as the ultimate matrix, plus 11 A inverse is equal to 0, or simply A inverse is 1 upon minus 11, 3 minus 4 minus 5, minus 9, 1, 4, minus 5, minus 13, 1. In other words, if in this question only you had to find out A inverse, then you could have used the formula adjoint of A upon determinant of A. But since, first of all, we have to prove this equal to 0 and hence we have to find out A inverse, this means using this equation only you'll be finding out the inverse, and this is the method for the same. I hope it's clear to you, students. With this, we move on to question number 16. Question number 16 is exactly the same as question number 15. So it will be done by you as a practice. Moving on to question number 17. Let A be a non-singular matrix, then adjoint of A, determinant of adjoint of A is equal to. Remember, if we have to find out determinant of adjoint of A, we had done a formula that it will be equal to determinant of A to the power n minus 1, where n is the order. Since the order is 3, so it will be A to the power 3 minus 1, or determinant of A square. So option B is the correct option. Right? Moving on to question number 18. If A is an invertible matrix of order 2, then determinant of A inverse is equal to. Now, we have to find out determinant of A inverse, right? This will be replaced with determinant sign. Instead of A inverse, I can write adjoint of A upon determinant of A, right? Now, we have, let's assume, since we are given that A is a 2 by 2 square matrix, let's assume any matrix A, B, C, D. It's a 2 by 2 square matrix. Let's find out its adjoint, right? So its adjoint would be, this would be a positive position. It will be D. This will be minus C. This is minus B and this is A. Find out its transpose. So it's D minus B minus C and A, right? Likewise, we'll be finding out determinant of A, which is AD minus BC, right? Now let's come to A inverse, right? So what is A inverse equal to? A inverse is 1 upon determinant of A, D minus B minus C and A. So that is, what do? We divide each element or multiply each element of the matrix with 1 upon determinant of A. So this is what we get. Now I have to find out determinant of A inverse, right? So to find out the determinant of A inverse, what do I need to do exactly? I need to find out the determinant value of A inverse simply by cross multiplying. So we have D into A upon determinant of A square minus BC upon determinant of A square. This is 1 upon A square, determinant A square taken as common. We have DA minus BC here. And remember, what was DA minus BC? It was equal to determinant of A. So this is replaced with determinant of A. Determinant of A upon determinant of A square cancels. So we are left with 1 upon determinant of A. So option B is the correct option, right? So what we'll do, how we'll solve it? We'll just take a hypothetical matrix, 2 by 2 square matrix, and then find out its adjoint and inverse. And then we'll be finding out the determinant value of that inverse. So likewise, this is how we have proved that determinant of A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A. I hope it's clear till exercise 4.5, right? Please practice till here. Complete all your pending work till here. until we meet in the next session. Thank you.